So let's go ahead and tap into this fairy energy. So if you guys are new to my channel, Fairy Fridays, I will be using two of my fairy cards. We're going to use the Magical Fairies Oracle cards and the Fae Tarot. So I'm just going to tap into the collective of energy surrounding Friday. Not so much, this is not a personal reading. So if you guys are just new to readings and things like that, or you guys kind of don't understand what I'm speaking of, collectively I'm tapping into a pool of energies. So I'm not tapping into just one specific person's energy. It's not a personal reading. So you may find that when you watch certain readings or readers or whatever, um, that are general based, that it's certain parts of it that may make sense to you, and you may say, yeah, that's true. And then there's parts where you're like, that doesn't make sense, and you go, well, this must be inaccurate, or this is wrong, or it's because it's not for you. That whatever is not making sense, is not clicking, that, and sometimes we like to force things to resonate, and like, okay, well, they're a reader, so they must be right. So maybe, I'm trying to find like a way to make it make sense, and trying to align it with what I'm going through or what I'm experiencing. And then that's also a point of like, it may not resonate for you if you find yourself trying to do that. So just make sure that you tap into your own discernment and your own intuition, and you know what is resonating with you and what is not simply for you, and just leave that alone and just focus on what you take from the reading. So it's, some cases maybe the reading might fully resonate with you. Sometimes that does happen, but there's, more than usually it's going to be that there's something that you take from it versus the full reading, or it may not be for you at all. So that's a possibility too. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. And I'm just going to tap into the collective energy surrounding Friday, May 31st, 2019. These situations and energies may, spill over into the days ahead. So it's not just, one day. These energies can take place and unfold with, start Friday and unfold within other days. So 3 cards came out. You have marriage, admit your feelings to yourself, or admit your true feelings to yourself, and travel. Sailonite loves to show his ass. Stay in the bowl. All right, so what we got here? Marriage. The fairies join you to celebrating a wedded bliss. Then you have admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So some of you may be going on a trip to a wedding. Maybe you're preparing for that trip. Maybe it's this weekend. Maybe it's ahead of time. Some of you guys might need to be honest with yourself about this trip. Some of you may not want to even partake in this. Maybe some of you had no choice. Some of you guys, this is your own wedding that's coming up. It could be a destination wedding or something like that. Or you could be a part of a destination wedding. There's something that you need to be honest with yourself about. For others of you, this could be a commitment of some sort. It doesn't have to be a relationship per se. Excuse my Nova. She's barking, my puppy. So this could represent a commitment to something. So maybe you need to be honest and truthful about something before you move ahead, because whatever decision you make, whatever choice you make, it could be life altering. It could be committing to moving. Okay, so you may be guided to move. You may be guided to take a job, somewhere outside of where you currently live, whether it's a different city or state, whether it's a different country. So whatever this is, it's going to be life-changing for you. It could involve, maybe one of your marriage partners. If you're married or you're in a committed relationship, maybe this person is deciding to move away and you have to admit your true feelings about that. Maybe you're not too keen on this idea. Maybe you really don't want to leave. You don't want to leave your friends. You don't want to leave your family or something like that. Or your partner could be feeling this way. But there's something about a decision or choice that you have to make. And you have to be honest and truthful about what you really feel about this before you move forward with this, because it is going to be life-changing, whatever this decision is. And it could be about marriage for some of you, literally, but for others, it could just represent a commitment of some sort, something that you're deciding to set in stone or set in place. What's this? The King of Swords, he flew out of the deck. Kind of looks like the Avatar movie. He looks like a character from Avatar. Um, okay, so this could be, being completely blunt and honest with yourself about something, or someone being completely blunt and honest. It doesn't always have to be an air sign man per se, but it could just represent you being truthful and real about your feelings. Because you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you could be challenged with, overthinking and kind of looking at this whole situation from a restricted perspective, limited perspective, feeling like you have no choice, or you're going along with something that you do have a choice or decision to make. Maybe this is someone dictating everything. This could be somebody's partner. A lot of cards just flew out, so I'm gonna take these cards. It could be a partner that's very authoritative. Maybe you feel kind of muscled or forced into something. Maybe this is a family member that's like forcing you to get married or forcing you to make a decision you're not ready to make. Because you do have the Magician, so Spirit is telling you, like, what do you want? Because you hold the power in this situation, whether you realize this or not. This is completely up to you. Whatever this decision is that you're making for your life, this is your life, this is your journey. And I feel like, you kind of have to experiment with life a little bit, live a little. So it's not telling you, because I get like some of this is hidden fear. Because it could be, and I don't know why I'm getting this, but like if you have to travel across the country to be like you're a part of somebody's wedding, and you could have a fear of airplanes or something, and that could be keeping you from moving forward. Some of you guys may just have fear of travel, period, and it's something that's calling you. You guys are not a commitment type. Whether, maybe as a child you signed up for soccer, um, and you didn't really commit to soccer, you got bored, and then you wanted to be a ballerina or something. It could be you're that type of person that's not good with commitments and things like that. So this situation may be forcing you to do that and really admit what it is that you truly want. Where are you? Where do you stand with all of this? What do you really desire? Because you're creating that. You're in charge of this. And even if you feel like you're going along with someone else's plans, it's still like you have the advantage point of still being in a powerful position. So it's like you kind of have to utilize that energy for yourself and tap into the resources that you do have. Which I feel like First Spirit wants you to be honest with yourself first before you can be honest with someone else if there's other people involved. But you just have to be honest with you. The Lover's card. So I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on this decision and this choice. Like maybe sitting down and communicating with, if it's involving another person, especially if it's a lover involved, or a loved one involved, or if this is just you, this is your decision, this is something that just includes you, whatever this is. Sitting and meditating and reflecting upon what you really feel and communicating inwardly with yourself or your spiritual team, to because he's like a big piece of wood or something, I don't know what he is, and then it's like this fairy. It's kind of like a spirit. She looks like a spirit or something. So he's consulting with this and he's communicating, and I feel you might need to do this. You might really need to sit down with yourself and communicate this. But the conclusion of all of this is a victory with the Six of Wands. So whatever seed you're planting or whatever has been planted, whatever this is, it's kind of like, as long as you don't rush into anything, or for some of you it may be don't procrastinate on this, you'll be fine. The outcome is going to be okay for you. I don't see this being anything that you need to worry about, whatever this is. You do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles upright. So for some of you, it could be a matter of resources. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough resources to be involved with whatever this decision is, or it's time for that. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough. Maybe simply it could just be that you don't feel worthy enough for something. And that's something you have to deal with within the self. Okay? You do have a lot of court cards. You have the King of Swords, which could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine or male. Then you got the Queen of Pentacles, which could be an earth sign, feminine or female. Could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, this can also represent an earth sign person as well. But these can just be archetypes and energies. You also have some Gemini energy quite a bit with the Eight of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Magician card, but it's also Pisces. So Gemini and Pisces with the Magician card, as above, so below. Then you have the Six of Wands, which is Leo. So these could be time frames. You know, they don't have to be anyone's specific sign or anything like that. It could be, you know, a season, a time frame. You know, zodiac signs have seasons, so it could represent a time frame or a month or something like that where this is going to take place. Because I get summer vibes, like a summer energy involved with this. It could be a summer wedding, could be autumn, or it could just be, you know, whatever this commitment entails. Travel involved, a summer vacation, a job, career opportunity, or something. So take what resonates with you. Now we're going to look into the love energies. Okay, so whatever your status is, doesn't matter. I ask the spirit taps into whatever it is that we need to know as a collective when it comes to our love life situations or lack thereof, love life, whatever. Let's tap into those energies and see what's going on. Let's see. Whoa. I can't get it. Okay, here. Ugh. I had to like reach for that and now my side hurts. This could be the one. Playfulness, calling in your soulmates, retreat, and worth waiting for. Okay, so you got a little bit of wedding vibes going on still with the retreat card. When I think of retreat, I think of vacation, but I'm jumping ahead. So the overall energy is this could be the one. So when it comes to your love life, it could be that some of you guys may have met someone and the timing is all wrong, the timing is all off for whatever the reason is. Friday, maybe this could be something that takes place. Maybe you run into someone and it's like the timing couldn't be any more off than right now. For some, it could be that for you, or it could be that you're dealing with someone that you feel like definitely is the one, or you kind of question it though, because it's kind of like this card is a contradiction. It says this could be the one, and then it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So it's like, what is it? Like, really, for real? So it could be some doubt in here where it's like, this person could be it, and then there's this part of you that feels like I've met the one, like this is the one for me. Some of you guys may be feeling like you're going to meet the one, which some of you guys are absolutely right because you do have calling in your soulmate. So it could be that this person is right around the corner, or you feel like you've called in the one already. You feel like this is the one, this is the person that you've been praying for, that you've been asking for. Spirit is telling you guys that you need to lighten up. Because the playfulness card, it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So some of you guys might need to lighten up when it comes to your love life. Maybe you're too focused on, you know, the next person. Are they going to be the one? Is the person I'm currently dealing with, are they the one? Did I really marry the person of my dreams? Is this really the right man, or is this really the right woman for me? Is this truly what I'm looking for? And Spirit is saying that you kind of need to lighten up, because you don't want to take that playfulness and that that friendship factor out of a relationship. And especially if you're single and you are dating, or you have the potential to meet some new people coming in, you don't want to be in this energy where you're focused on looking at, is this person, everything that I'm asking for, or, looking at this checklist, rather than just being present and living in the moment and enjoying the connection as it is. I always stress that you got to be in the now, no matter how hard it is. I know, because sometimes I can be a control freak and I'm stubborn, and I can be a little controlling of things. I like things to be in order. But it's like you kind of have to be in this like childlike energy where it's kind of like puppy love, child, that playfulness when you first meet someone and you have a crush on them. And back in the day when you were a teenager or something, and you just enjoy being with that person, the beginning stages of a connection. You might need to recapture that in an existing connection or future relationships that you might come into, or future one, because some of you guys are calling in someone. Others of you, it's kind of like you need to know that you did manifest someone into your life. This person is definitely the one for some of you. Like, you need to know that. For others of you, you guys feel like you called this person in, and maybe you feel like it's just a little too light and you want it to be something more serious. Some of you guys, you could have met the one on vacation, or maybe some of you guys, you are going to meet the one on vacation. Or it could just be for couples. It's like you guys need to get away, because I get like this stagnant, like, seriousness in your connection. Okay, so let's see what we got. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you guys might be thinking too much into something, like way too much into who this person is, and some of you guys fear that it's too good to be true, or that when you do meet the one, you're gonna be questioning, or you're just not sure whether you made the right decision. You have the Nine of Swords in reverse, however. So Spirit is saying that you kind of have to get out of your head. Like you got to be in the state of living and just being right now, because fate has set someone up. So it could be that fate has already aligned this connection for you, an existing connection, or a future connection is coming in that fate has aligned and set up and has brought you two together. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's right around the corner. Or it could be someone that you just, you haven't opened your eyes to see. You have the Knight of Wands, or sorry, the King of Wands, sorry. The King of Wands here. So this could be a fire sign, male or masculine energy. Um, that's watching and resonates, or this could be this is who you're dealing with, or this could be future tense. They don't have to necessarily be a fire sign, but it could be someone who's, it could be a retired player and they're ready to commit and settle down. This could be you, or this could be a person that has had a lot of experience in love, and they, maybe they've been used to being single and playing the field. Now they're ready to really settle down. Like they want to take things seriously. Then you have the Ace of Wands with worth waiting for. So, or the Ace of Swords, sorry. The Ace of Swords with the worth waiting for card. So it's like Spirit wants you to know that there's victory here, and that whatever you've gone through in your love life thus far, everything was meant to happen the way it was meant to happen. And this new connection that you're getting and receiving, for those of you receiving a new connection, is worth waiting for. It is a blessing. For others of you, you've recently met somebody, and this connection could be all the worth the wait, or Spirit's telling you to wait and go through this connection and learn what you need to learn about this person in this connection, but with an open heart, because you're protected, you're safe. It's not that Spirit is just throwing you out there to the wolves to go through something and then get hurt and bit, that type of thing. If it doesn't pan out that this person is the one, there is someone that is going to come in and is divinely set up for you. So I feel like Spirit is just saying pretty much not to worry too much into what something is, and if this person is the one, and questioning yourself and questioning that person when they do come along, or if they're already here. For some of you guys have cold feet with getting married to somebody. Also what I'm getting. Some of you guys are kind of like, is this the person really that I should be marrying? And it's kind of like you have to be reminded of why you stepped into this person. And I feel like Spirit brought you together in a very miraculous type of way. And for others of you, you guys may have just solidified a commitment. It doesn't have to be marriage or an engagement. It could be that you decided that this is who I want to date exclusively and things like that. And you could be having cold feet about it. And I feel like it's because some of you guys are used to being independent and being on your own. You haven't really been in a relationship for a long time, or you're not used to being in a stable commitment. So I get like commitment phobe vibes for some of you. But you could be dealing with a person who's not used to being in a committed relationship. That doesn't mean that you don't care about this person, or if they're on the side of being the commitment phobe, that doesn't mean they don't care about you. It just means that they have to adjust to this energy, and they have to just live a little and lighten up and not be so scared. Or if this is you, you got to lighten up a little bit, because there's a lot of overthinking here with all of these swords in place. So, yeah. So again, we have, with the Nine of Swords, we have Gemini again, Gemini energy. With the Five of Swords, we have Aquarius energy. The Wheel of Fortune, sometimes I see it as like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs, and then sometimes I see it as a Sag energy too, Sagittarius. Um, the King of Wands, like I said, can be a masculine or male fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person, but doesn't have to be. The Ace of Swords is just an energy, clarity, an idea, victory, success. Could represent a message of some sort, something fast and swift. So that is the overall energy for today, Friday, May the 31st. I hope that this reading resonated with those whom it was meant to resonate with. Excuse me. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, be sure to check the description box below. You guys can book directly from my website. If you guys would like to check out availability, have any questions about my reading, feel free to email me directly at one of my Gmail accounts. I have two Gmail accounts, which will be in the description. You guys, once you purchase your reading, you guys can email me to set up a booking date as well. Follow me on Instagram if you would like to. If you guys feel guided to like, subscribe, and share this video, I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, share this video and other videos. Much